She had to come from behind in the semi, but when it counted, she has done it. Sha'Carri Richardson has stunned the sprinting world and is a world champion.
That's a world championship record, a personal best, but short memory, Lee. After a bad semifinal, she recovered and ran the race.
Well, she's back. She's did it. Sha'Carri Richardson is making her comeback. She proclaimed, "I'm not back, I'm better this season." She put an exclamation point on that statement today in 2023 at the Track and Field World Championships in Budapest, Hungary. She's now officially the fastest woman in the world. Richardson ran a 10.65 to win her first ever world title in the women's 100 meters. Her time set a championship record. She broke the mark of Shirley Ann Fraser Price by a point second. She beat Sharika Jackson. She finished second with 10.2, and then Fraser placed third, crossing the line at 10.77. So she came out there and smoked the Jamaicans, man. Like, the race was unbelievable. If you don't believe me, check this out.
Set. Women's 100 world final. The Jamaicans get out well. It's Sharika Jackson, Shirley Ann Fraser Price, Talu. Here comes Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri's done it. Sha'Carri Richardson has won the world title. She had to come from behind in the semi, but when it counted, she has done it. Sha'Carri Richardson has stunned the sprinting world and is a world champion.
That's a world championship record, a personal best, but short memory, Lee. After a bad semifinal, she recovered and ran the race necessary to upset the Jamaicans and wrest the world title back from Jamaica. It's back in United States hands for the first time since 2017.
That was the race of Sha'Carri's life, and she delivered. The United States sweep the 100-meter finals. Noah Lyles in the men's, Sha'Carri in the women's.
That was something. From the outside lane, she had to overcome 40 years of history. There's never been a man or a woman to make a final on time and then win the world title in the 100 meters. That's what Sha'Carri Richardson just did.
She's stunned. She's shocked. She can't believe it. Maybe the semi is taking her down that path, but now it's starting to set in.
There are fans of Sha'Carri Richardson that have been waiting on this moment for 4
So and the crazy thing about this race was I didn't even notice her. I was looking for like the colorful wigs and the nails and all this kind of stuff. Like in the last 4 years or whatever, she grew up. 2 years she grew up. She don't look nothing like herself. She's talking different, everything. And I was so happy. She made me tear up. I was like, wow. You know, she's growing up, the transformation. You know what I mean? You know, Richardson is the first American woman to win the 100-meter world title since the late Tori Bowie. Won gold in 2017. She joined fellow American Noah Stiles in 2013, 100-meter world champions. Lyles won gold in the 100 meters in Sunday's finals. So, man, listen, and it's the first time Americans have swept the 100 meters title since 2017 when Bowie Gatlin both topped the podium in the event in London. But this girl, man, listen, a lot of people are just rooting for her and so happy. And when you see her face, she couldn't even believe she won. That was the whole thing. Like she was still stunned trying to figure it out. I'm just sitting there like tearing up like, damn, look at her, because it made me happy to see her so happy. And to see where she's come from, and then when I heard her talk, to be so humble. But let's check it out. Let's look at what she had to say up on the podium today. Let's check that out.
Well, Sha'Carri, you sat in the queue room after your semifinal with a time of 10:84. And then you qualified to the final, and you did something that no one in the history of the sport has ever done. You won a world title off of a qualifying time. What did it mean to cross the line and look up and see that you had won the world championship?
It meant so much. It meant the people that supported me, the people that believed in me, my family, just knowing that hard work pays off. It's been a lot I've been going through, but to overcome all of that, and my work speaking for itself, being so silent this year because I wanted my performance to speak all the words that I needed to speak myself. It feels amazing. It feels like everything that paid off, and I'm grateful.
Paid off, it did. If you could, let's just go back to the start. Take us back to the start in the blocks and tell us how you navigated this thing from the start to the finish line out in lane 9.
Out in lane 9, I was in my own world, and I think for myself, being my biggest, being my biggest, just focusing in on myself is the biggest thing that I know I need to pay attention to. Not just focusing in on me and knowing that I know I can do what I need to do in order to perform and just blocking out everything else. So being in lane 9, that's my number 2. It was fantastic for me, just knowing that I just need to focus in on my start, and then everything else does it for itself.
How did you improve that start from the semifinal to the final? Because it was definitely better.
My mindset, shaking off the nerves, just knowing that I've done this before, and it's just another race. Not putting the pressure of world championships on it, but just showing that this is just another race. This is what I've been training for all season long, not even just this season, all my life, and I'm grateful.
And right here, as you were waiting to see if it was you, what was that feeling like, and then to see your name flash up as the gold medalist?
Waiting on that waiting was just nerve-wracking, knowing that all of them ladies that I lined up against are heavy hitters. Everybody that came into that race put their best foot forward. So, but feeling like I just executed my best, not even knowing what the result was, just feeling like I executed my best was the biggest thing for myself. And seeing my name pop up also with a PR, that was a PR for me, you guys. So it was just amazing knowing that literally I put my best race forward, and I came out with the victory that we've been training for all season long.
Do you feel like you earned the respect of the Jamaicans and the rest of the world tonight?
Not even just the Jamaicans. I feel like I've earned the respect for myself. Yes. That's the biggest thing for me, not even just the world, but for Sha'Carri Richardson. I put that respect on me for me. I've been downplaying myself for so long, and this entire season, I know I belong. I know I deserve to be here, and it just feels amazing to execute that as well.
Finally, right before your race started, I checked your Instagram. You have 3.3 million followers, 3.3. So on this massive platform with a massive performance, what massive message do you want to send to the people who follow you all the way from South Dallas to across America and across the world?
But no, seriously, the message I want to just send to everybody, I've been saying it all season. I'm not back, I'm better.
Sha'Carri, congratulations. You are the world champion.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll see you later, big mama. Mama, bring back the medal.
And this is what I'm saying. You can see the growth in this young lady. She's only 23 years old. She's still a baby. She's grown up, but to me, she's still a baby. And it says that Richardson fought hard to even qualify for the women's final. She placed 3rd in her semifinal heat and had to rely on her time 10.84 to advance to the finals. In the final round, from lane 9, Richardson got off to a slow start but surged by other sprinters during her drive and acceleration phases. When she crossed the line, she shifted her arms up in celebration. The 23-year-old sprinter made headlines basically in 2001 when she was suspended 1 month after testing positive for marijuana at the U.S. Olympic trials due to positive tests, what she said came after she was struggling emotionally. Richardson missed the Tokyo Olympics that summer. 2 years later, Richardson proved that she's back and better on track as she's the newly crowned champion. And that's what I'm talking about, man. Like it's just about the comeback. You have setbacks, you have ups and downs, but you don't never give up, man. You just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Because your time, if you keep pushing and you keep putting in, your time will come. And I'm so proud of her, and I hope that we're getting a chance to watch this young lady grow up, because you know, back 3 years ago, she was still young. You know, she was 20 years old, trying to find herself. She was going through a lot of ups and downs and changes. But now she's 3 years have passed. She's had a chance to grow and maybe look at what her upside can be, what her potential could be, what being the best version of herself can be. And you know me, I love my people. So seeing her go out there and win, man, I was cheering. You know, I was cheering for her and the Jamaicans, but I just wanted her to win this time. And you know, she pulled it out, and I think that her story is a success story that a lot of other young girls and just young people in general can learn from. You can bounce back. You don't, you know, just because you messed up or you fell down, don't mean you can't get back up and become a world champion in anything that you're doing. So just to see her win, I'm happy. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, subscribe to Street Media TV. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.